everybody, and welcome back to another Craft With Me video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a very easy tutorial on how you can make your own handmade pouches to store away stickers or sticker flakes or anything else you like. And this is a very easy and fun DIY, and we're going to make these pouches out of paper bags. So you don't have to do it that way. You can recycle whatever you want. You can do this out of fabric, out of book pages, but we're going to use brown paper bags. So my sister works at Quicksilver and they package up your clothing inside a brown paper bag, and I always tell her to save them for me. So I just cut it down to this size, and you can cut it to whatever size you want. I'm going to be doing a small one and a big one. It's going to be an easy tutorial. So cut down your paper to whatever size you want. We're just going to fold this up like this, and this was already folded. So once you do that, you should have a little flap on the top that looks like this, and you're just going to fold that down as well. You can leave it like this, or maybe you want to use your little squiggle scissors and cut that so that it gets like a different shape like this, or whatever scissors you have. You know, you can get creative like that. So now we're going to get to sewing. So guys, this tutorial is very easy. Just fold it up, fold the top down so you have a flap, and we're going to just be sewing down the sides. So we're going to be sewing down here and here. We're not going to sew down here because this is already, you know, nothing's going to get through down there. But that's what we're going to be doing. Now, if you guys don't know how to sew, then I'm going to show you a very quick tutorial on it, a very basic stitch. So we're going to get our thread, and I like to make sure that it's long enough that I don't have to, you know, stop and get a new piece of thread because I ran out. So I cut it long enough. I don't really know how to tell you how to measure it. I just kind of do it by eye. But we're going to get our thread. We're going to get our needle. We're going to put the thread through the eye like this. Make sure it goes down the middle. Now we're going to get our two ends, and we're just going to tie it. I like to do two knots just to make it secure. Okay, so we have our knot there. Then we're going to cut the ends. I love these scissors because these are perfect for cutting thread. Okay, so I'm going to show you a basic stitch with just this piece of paper. Okay, so it's very easy. Just run your needle through whatever it is you're stitching through. I like to go a little bit at the end. Now make sure when you do this first stitch to leave a little circle here, or a little gap with this one. Don't go all the way through. And then we're gonna run another stitch. I don't know the terms, but we're gonna run it back again. Ooh. We're gonna run it back again. And now since we have this hoop, we're just going to run our needle through that hoop just to secure it, and then just pull. And make sure it's nice and secure like that. Once you're done with your stitch, I'm going to just run the needle through this last stitch that we made. We're going to go through, and like the first step that we did, we're not going to run it all the way. I'm going to pull one of these threads so that I just have this one hoop, and then we're going to get our needle and run it through that, and then just pull. And then just cut this off here, and then we're going to just tie it up. And I like to do like 2 or 3 knots sometimes. I'm not going to tie it right now, but that's basically how you just do a basic stitch, and that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so I just tied up my thread back up, and I'm just going to start sewing. Okay, hello you guys. So I'm back. I already finished sewing up all of my little pouches, and this is the main pouch that I showed you that I was sewing up, and this is for all of these stationery items that I have, and I'm going to put them in soon after I finish decorating, because that's what we're going to be doing now. I also made these other tiny ones. This is another paper bag one, and you can also do them with cardstock paper. So this is just some cardstock that I got from my paper pad here. It's like this vintage style one, and I like the way that it came out. So now we're going to decorate them. You can decorate them however you want. My other pouches, I just left plain and I just added little buttons, like paper buttons that I made, and then just tied them up with some hemp cord. I'm going to see what I want to do, but I'm just going to be getting my ink and I'm going to distress the edges of it. And I thought that would look probably like, I don't know, cool. Okay, that looks good. And maybe I just want to go over this a little bit. Okay, so I went over that. Yes, I do think that looks a bit better with the black so that it actually stands out. But I'll leave this linked down in the description below because I get asked a lot where I get this or what tool that is that I'm using, so I'll leave it down below. One thing I like to do is on the back of it, since this doesn't have like any window or it's not like a clear plastic bag where I can see what's inside of it, I like to go to the back and kind of put something like a sticker from that package to know what that is. Like for instance, this is I put my animal stamp stickers, so that's what this is. These are inside of here. In my other one I have these stamps, and in this one I have this floral, you know, cutouts and all that. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna get something from here, probably, I don't know, maybe I'll do like some little cute collage thing with this. Okay, you guys, so I finished decorating the back of this one and I went with this collage just because I feel like if I just got one piece, the pouch itself was just gonna be too big for like this one little thing. So I decided to just do a little collage to just incorporate a little bit of everything, since this pack did have a lot. It wasn't just like one little item. So I already decorated the back of this one, so I know what it has in it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in the front. Maybe I'll just add buttons. That's kind of what I just do. So I have these buttons and I'm just going to just find one that I like. These are cutouts that I've cut out with my circle puncher. This is pretty, or something vintagey. So I'm just gonna go with these two. These are pretty. These are from magazines, and I'm just gonna get my brads. I'm gonna go with silver. And I'm just gonna put a hole through this. Okay, and then I'm just going to punch a hole through the paper bag. Then I'm just gonna stick this through. Here, this is what I love about brads. It's so easy. You have your little button, and then I'm going to add another one down here so that we can add our hemp cord. Okay, so we have our two buttons ready, and we're just going to get our hemp cord. I get this at Walmart, but I like to use a hemp cord that's the thickest one. Just grab a little piece, doesn't have to be too big. Like this is fine, doesn't have to be too big. Then I just like to wrap it around a couple times here, just so that it stays secure. Then wrap it like this, and then that's secure, and that holds it down very nicely, and it's super cute and super easy. You don't have to add buttons. If you don't want to add anything here, if you want to leave it like this, then that's totally fine. I like to just add that just to secure it and keep everything closed. I'm going to do the same with this one. I think I'm going to add maybe my doilies in here, just because I don't really have a place for this. I think I'll just put my doily in this. Just gonna get a piece of it. I'll take this out for now. Okay, so I just finished pasting this onto the back, and I'm just gonna come to the front. And for all the pouches, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna add the buttons. You don't have to use buttons to decorate it. I actually like to use my paper clusters that I already made, but I don't really like to use them for this because I want the buttons in order to like close it with hemp cord. I can't really do that with the paper clusters. I mean, I've been tried, but the buttons just work very well. Maybe I can use a paper cluster to kind of decorate the back, because that would look really, really cute, just like this. Or just have a little paper cluster to decorate maybe the corner of it, but then it kind of just looks weird to, like in my eye, it just looks weird to have that one piece in the corner. But you can just get creative with it. If you didn't want to put buttons on it because you want a piece of a paper cluster, you can put it here on the flap or even here. But whatever you want, there's no rule. And then for the last one, I already picked out my buttons. I was probably going to choose something like this. I like the contrast of that. So those will be my buttons. Okay, just like that. And for the back, I don't know what I'm going to put inside of this one, so I'll just leave this one like this for now. But I'm going to put the items inside of the pouch now, just like that, and just close it up. And these look so cute. I love the way they look, like the brown paper bag. I love the crinkly sound of it and the look of it. I absolutely love it. Now we're gonna get the big one and put our items in there. So I have this pack of floral stickers and all of these items. I'm just going to organize them. Or maybe I'll put the bigger pieces of stationery in this one, and then in this little one, I'll put like these mini ones that I have here. I'll probably do that. Okay, so I got all the bigger pieces and things that just won't fit in the little one, like this. I'll put this in there as well. Just like that. And it fits perfectly. And then for the other pouch, we're just gonna fit all of these little pieces, these little cards. Okay, you guys, so we are done making our pouches, and this is actually one of my favorite ways to store my stationery. I just really like the aesthetic of it. You can always have like clear containers that they sell like Walmart or wherever, like at your craft store. But this is one of my favorite ways just because it's a perfect way to like use up what you have. You know, if you have a paper bag that you got from shopping, you can save that and then turn them into pouches to store away, I don't know, your journaling supplies like your stickers, sticker sheets, paper, or maybe you can make one to store specifically cutouts, like anything that you cut up and that you have left over, you can store that in there. So this is just a really fun craft, a fun way to reuse what you already have to make these cute little pouches, and they're super fun to make. You know, you have these different buttons with like different designs and they all look so different, you know? Like look at this. This is like a map. These are just these tiny little buttons from like a floral painting. These little vintage ones. I love it. This was from, I think this is like fabric pattern that I cut out of a magazine, but that looks so pretty, and they're all so unique, so different. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that now you have an idea as to what you can do with your paper bag, or a fun way to make pouches for your stationery, and that now you have a place to store your stationery, because you know, sometimes pouches can be expensive. You don't have to get anything fancy either. You can do something so simple like this, and it's like so cute and very creative. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.